Continuing from my previous video where I was in Sendai visiting a research lab, I said goodbye to my labmates and met up with my mum to begin part 2 of my Japan trip, a road trip up north to Aomori. We picked up our rental car near Sendai station, a Toyota Prius hybrid, since we will be driving around 200 to 300 kilometers a day. Our first stop was Matsuji Temple, a quiet scenic place with serene gardens and a calming atmosphere, perfect for easing into road trip mode. While I was there, I also drew an omikuji and it said mid-blessing. At that time, I just tied it up at the temple, thinking that's what you're supposed to do. I didn't find out until the end of the trip that you're actually supposed to keep the good ones and only tie up the bad fortunes at the shrine. After that, we checked into an onsen hotel in Iwate for the night, our first proper taste of the slower, more peaceful side of Japan. The next day, we continued our drive towards Aomori. Along the way, we stopped at an expressway pit stop, one of those rest areas you'll find along the highway in Japan. I spotted a vending machine that served hot drinks, so I decided to try a matcha latte. And I thought it was pretty cool. After the break, we headed towards Lake Tawada, which is tucked away in the mountains between Iwate and Aomori. I honestly would have never made my way there if I wasn't driving. We were blessed with clear skies that day and the view was absolutely spectacular. As we drove through the mountains, we stumbled upon this rest stop in the middle of nowhere. We got ourselves a piping hot bowl of udon, perfect for warming us up in the cold weather. Along the same road, we also passed by several waterfalls, quietly cascading down the cliffs like hidden gems. That's the beauty of a road trip, something I didn't really appreciate when I was younger. You have a general idea of where you're going, but it's the unexpected stops and surprises that make it special. We reached Aomori city in the evening and grabbed some sushi at a nearby store for dinner. We started off the next day by visiting the Aomori morning market. We first purchased a set of tickets at the counter, which we will then exchange for with food around the market. I got a bowl of rice topped with sashimi. I'm not really a fan of raw food, but it was an unique experience. After that, we drove about an hour to Hirosaki Castle. It reminded me of Osaka Castle, just less developed and with way fewer tourists. The surroundings were calm and peaceful, which made the visit feel really relaxing. But we were a bit too early. There weren't any sakuras inside, not even a single blossom. And the thing is, I came here specifically to see the sakuras. The next location we visited was Iwakiyama Shrine, which had this quiet, almost mystical feel to it. There weren't many people around, so it felt like we had that place mostly to ourselves. My dinner, this is gonna be my dinner. I really like this egg. And I'm trying a new cup noodle I've never seen before in Singapore. And the water is boiling now. So this is humidifier. They provide, most hotels they provide this one. I think because it's winter. Today we are leaving Aomori and heading to Akita. But before that, We had to feed our car. It was running low on petrol and definitely getting hungry. We had about 300 plus kilometers to cover, so somewhere around the halfway point, we stopped at a rest area to grab some lunch and take a short break. I got myself a bowl of udon through this ticket machine you see here. I bought a meal ticket from the machine, then handed it over to the kitchen or counter staff so they can prepare my order. After lunch, we continued our journey towards Lake Tazawa. I came here specifically to see this Gozanoishi Jinja shrine. It's known for its beautiful view by the lake, but unfortunately the weather wasn't on our side. It started raining again and the whole area was covered in fog. Not exactly the scenic moment I had hoped for, but you just have to respect the weather when you travel. On the last day of our road trip, we made our way back to Sendai. We didn't get to see any sakuras during our trip up north, but we arrived in Sendai just in time for full bloom. We visited a park and it was such a beautiful scene. Families and friends were out picnicking, laughing, and enjoying the moment under the cherry blossom trees. I also stopped by a nearby shrine, and yes, I drew another omikuji. This time, I finally decided to ask my brother, who's super into Japanese culture, "Hey, so what exactly am I supposed to do with this?" I got great blessing, and he told me I should keep it. So I did. After returning our car, we hopped on the Shinkansen and made our way back to Tokyo. My last day in Japan was spent in Tokyo, and the highlight was taking my mom to try an omakase meal. She loves sashimi and raw food, so she really enjoyed it. As for me, I'm not the biggest fan of raw food, but thankfully, the chef was super kind and accommodating. He touched all my sushi pieces, and because of that, I got to enjoy the experience in my own way too. So that was my not so perfect Japan road trip. The weather was not very cooperative, we were too early for the sakuras, and I came to accept that my mom and I would just be mother and daughter, not friends. But even so, it cleared my mind. I respected the weather, the company. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough, and still something I will